Hi there, this is Josh, and as I promised, I'm here with uh, the special Pay It Forward on Booktube tag. Only this time, instead of doing the usual 500 subscribers or less, I'm going to share some of my favorite booktubers overall, and in this case, 500 subscribers or more, which I like to be relatively well-rounded with who I like and who I watch, which it's a big challenge with something like this because I enjoy so many channels and a lot of them have really done so well with picking up subscribers and are continuing to do so. So, creating this list was a bit of a challenge, but here we go with it. The first one I want to share is somebody that I've been corresponding with the last year, and especially as of late, and that is Stephanie from Time to Read. Stephanie is in the 800s, and I think that before you know it that she'll be at 1,000 because she's just remarkable, not just as a second opinion, but also as a communicator. She's very good with keeping in touch with the new people, the ones that don't have as many subscribers, and at the same time, the established booktubers. She's got a really good reputation, and rightfully so, because she's got a really good speaking voice. She reads so many things from so many backgrounds, and she comes to the table with so many good ideas. She's also the one that inspired me to continue doing Pay It Forward tags, not just once, but when there's more people that deserve a shout out. And I really hope to continue keeping in touch with her through the Booktube community, and she just comes out with some remarkable videos. Her most recent booktuber shout-out tag is just something you should definitely check out. The next one is somebody that he's got 1,000 subscribers, and that's Cameo from What Cameo Reads. Cameo is a Polish booktuber. He's got a very suave disposition. He, at the same time, is an incredibly intelligent individual. He is interested in more literary works. A lot of his videos take a more literary twist. He did the first line challenge with a friend of his. That was fun to watch. He's engaged in some read-alongs, so he keeps involved in the community. He has a very great taste in today's literary fiction, and he's definitely somebody that you should check out. Next one is also somebody that, while she only uploads about once a month, her videos are definitely worth watching, and that is Ruby from Thoughts in Books. And Ruby is just an intelligent genius. The way that she has such a... She's like a sponge when it comes to the material that she goes over in her college classes. A lot of the books that she likes to read are the textbooks that she would be going over in areas of study. Psychology is her main area, and wow, she's just remarkable how she is able to take something that is probably so dry and talk about it to a booktube audience that doesn't necessarily go for drier textbook-esque works. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule. And she also enjoys graphic novels. I watched her review of Moss, and that's how I got into her channel. She's definitely worth the recognition, even though she only posts every so often. Next one I wanted to mention is Claire from the Book Fox. First of all, Claire probably has the best speaking voice among booktubers. It's just, her voice is just so smooth and convincing, but there's so much substance to what she's saying as well. The books that she talks about and how thorough she is with the way she talks about them. And she doesn't only talk about books, she also does films and television, but I primarily watch her for her book reviews. I got a lot out of her video where she told us every Stephen King book that she's read and what she thought about it, which I'm an enthusiast for Stephen King novels as well, so I got a lot out of that, and I think there will definitely be something that you get out of her channel as well. Next one is somebody that I discovered toward the beginning of my booktube journey, and that is Ashley from Climb the Stacks. Ashley films her videos in front of her bookshelf, appropriately so, and her videos are just a testament of her knowledge for what she is going over. She has some of the best wrap-ups that you could imagine, with how she goes over what she's read, gives you a bit of a background, and then a taste of what she got out of it. And aside from those wrap-ups, she also has magnificent discussion videos, and they're very fitting as well for the community. In addition, she's also very active online. She will mention her blog and other outlets where you can find her, and she also writes. She writes for herself as well, more personal writing, so you can check that out as well, which you definitely should do so. Next person I want to recommend is Sam from Novels and Nonsense, and she is just extraordinary, not just with the content, but also the editing. She outdoes herself all the time, and she's only getting better with her channel. I really get a lot out of her reviews. She reads a bit more on the science fiction fantasy realm, but she reads a strong enough mix that one can enjoy what she is going over. Last time I watched something from her, she had this, she had everything she was going over, and it was just incredible. I think that she's, as I said, that she's getting better, and she's doing everything she can to make her channel the best it could possibly be. And one of her great contributions is the Nintendo tag, where you compare books to descriptions from specific Nintendo systems. Next person I wanted to mention is Sarah from the Library of Sarah. And I just really enjoy her videos because they're just so engaging, and they're filled with knowledge and just a cheerful disposition, even though many of the things Sarah goes over are not necessarily cheerful. Her areas of interest are psychological abnormalities, because she wants to get into social work, so she's majoring in psychology. Her favorite work of literature is The Diary of Anne Frank, which also expands onto her interest in Holocaust literature. The thing I like most about Sarah's channel is that I always get this warm, embraced feeling as I visit her channel, because it's just so, you feel like you're appreciated as a viewer, and Sarah's just a remarkable person. and I really think that you should check out her channel and her videos, because you get a great piece of her as you watch them, and I really get that every time I watch her videos, and I do my best to watch what I can from her channel. Next person I wanted to mention is Mercedes from Mercy's Bookish Musings. Mercedes, her videos are just magnificent with how she talks about anything and everything, and she makes sure that not just the novel, but also the short story, the poem, graphic novel get the necessary recognition that they deserve. And the way that she talks about them, you really get a good sense out of wanting to check these particular works out after watching her videos. And she's also a great contributor to the Booktube community. I usually always see her involved in the book chats and the group readings, the group videos, and it really brings people together, and it's really something to have a really a powerful force in the community orchestrating these great Booktube hangouts, which only causes the community to flourish even more, and hence really puts a strive to the entire community. Next person I wanted to mention is Lauren from Reads and Daydreams. Lauren is relatively new, but she came to Booktube with quite a splash. I would describe her as an eccentric genius, because that is exactly what she is. She is quirky and off the beaten path, but her videos are just spectacular with the things that she goes over on her video. Her Bookish Beginnings book tag has really flourished in the community. Her page to screen is always such a delight to watch. It's always so fascinating to get her take on different adaptations of works of literature. The Christmas Carol one was probably the one that really caught my attention and really brought up a lot of discussion points, and that's always good in a Booktube video. Next one I wanted to mention is Jean from Jean Bookish Thoughts. Jean is quite she is just remarkable with what she brings to the community. She is quite a great representative of classic reading in the Booktube community. And the classics she likes to read are works of ancient literature. And I must say that after watching her videos, I have been inspired to check out various works of classic literature, looking to read the poetry of Sappho. She had some read-alongs. I may check them out on a future occasion. And she's working on her doctorate as well, where she is exploring an area in ancient Greek literature, primarily pertaining to the role of women at the time. I think watching her videos, you get a great sense of her wide range of intelligence, and you definitely come out with something in her videos. Last one I wanted to mention is Vanessa from Chomsky, and I would say that when I started exploring Booktube, which Literary Gladiators had been up for 10 months at the time, releasing just regular episodes. I was looking for book reviews, and I came across Vanessa's channel, and I must say that from there I started to explore everything else that Booktube had to offer. And what is excellent about Vanessa is that her videos are quote-unquote acoustic in the way that they're very much like talking to your best friend about a book that both of you have had just completed, and it's just books that you have been reading in general, because that's what I get out of Vanessa's videos, and they're just so comforting, and you get so much out of them. I just enjoy them so much, what she has to say, and the quality of the review, and the range. She reads anything and everything: graphic novels, literary fiction, classics, contemporary. She's a Stephen King reader as well. And her big thing on her channel is content, and she succeeds on all levels when it comes to content. These are 11 booktubers that I really enjoy watching. I really think you should check them out. And if any of these booktubers check out this video, if they're interested, I'd be interested to hear some of your favorite booktubers that have roughly 500 subscribers or less. Some of you have already come out with videos of that nature, but I just hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for checking this out. Hope you check out some more videos, and for now, keep reading.